Good morning, dear children. Welcome back in the part 2 of the same chapter, Ocean Current. In part 1, we had studied about the map showing distribution of toys in the ocean, and we got the answer of the question, why did the toys travel in this way? We observed that experiment of plastic sequence, and we know the ocean water can be divided into two parts based on depth, that is surface water and deep water. Okay, and we had studied about the horizontal ocean currents. Now we are going to study about the ocean currents that are formed due to difference in the temperature, density and planetary winds. Now we are going to study about the reasons which are responsible for the direction of flow of ocean currents and their velocity. So the main reason is rotation of the earth and continental structure. Because of the rotation of the earth, the ocean currents move in clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and anti-clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere. Now before this question was asked, why this? What is the reason? Some must have been thinking why these are moving in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. So it is because of the rotation of the earth. Okay children? Now see, the ocean currents changes its direction depending upon the alignment of the coastline. Now what is this alignment? Alignment means how the coastline is or what type of shape or size is it. Is it straight or wavy, or there are some vertical mountains, various big stones, etc. So depending on all of these, direction of the ocean currents changes. The velocity of ocean currents is around 2 to 10 km per hour. What is the velocity, children? The speed of the ocean current is 2 to 10 km per hour. The ocean currents are divided into two types, warm currents and cold currents. Now let's see the effect of ocean surface currents on human life. If ocean currents would have not been there, children, we could have imagined the water being still there without any movement. But as warm and cold currents are there, water keeps on changing its position. In such water, the biotic components would have been devoid for food. That means if there is no movement in the water, there would have not been any growth of algae, plankton, vegetation, etc. So the aquatic animals would have been deprived from their food. Consequently, marine life and its ecosystem would have been limited in its extent. Okay. Now, as these warm and cold currents meet, there is a lot of breeding of planktons, vegetation, etc. And so the fish come here in large number. So they become large fishing ground. So that the fishing can be carried out in large numbers. With respect to the water transport too, the ocean currents are very important. If the transportation is done according to the flow of ocean currents, the speed of the ship increase and the fuel is saved too. Okay students, obviously transportation also needs ocean currents. If the transportation is done in the direction of the waves, automatically the fuel is saved and the speed of the ship also increases. Okay. Now, when hot and cold come together, they meet and the temperature they exchange, because of which there is foam created. A lot of fog is formed. Such fog creates problem for transportation, and what happens when this fog is formed? It becomes blurry. Even in winter season, we have seen so much of transportation problems happens because of the fog. So it creates problems for transportation too. And because of this current, icebergs are also carried out, and because of these icebergs, the ship which are sailing in the water may have big accident which may take place. Yes or no? So it becomes hazardous for ship also. Moving to the next topic, I hope you all have understood till here, students. Okay, next is the deep water ocean currents or the deep currents. Water currents beyond the depth of 500 meters are known as deep water or ocean currents. These currents are formed due to the differences in the temperature and density of the water in different parts of the ocean. Okay, this is known as thermohaline circulation. Now see children, why it is known as thermohaline circulation? Because of the temperature and the density of water, the differences which are formed are known as thermohaline circulation. Keep this in mind, okay? Even though if you feel that the surface is quiet and calm, these deep water ocean currents flow like rivers below the surface water, okay? The difference in the temperature of various parts of the ocean is the major reason behind the deep sea currents. Warm water has lower salinity and density. Such water comes to the surface of the sea. To understand the concept of thermohaline circulation or deep ocean currents, let's do one more experiment. When water becomes warm, it starts coming up. And there is a circulation as we have seen in the experiment in starting of the lesson. Okay, such water comes to the surface of the sea. Now, the cold water with high density goes down. What happens? The cold water goes down. This movement causes the deep sea water currents. Okay, where the cold water goes down and the warm water comes up. These movements which take place creates the deep water ocean currents. Students, now these movements which takes place, the deep ocean currents, how they are formed we have learned. As the warm water goes up and cold water comes down, the movement which takes place are known as thermohaline circulation. Okay students. Because of this circulation, ocean water moves from the surface to the bottom and from the bottom to the surface. Warm water is transferred to the bottom from the surface and the nutrients rich cold water is circulated to the surface. Students, with this we have completed our chapter Ocean Currents. I hope you all have understood. Thank you.